The evaluation scheme used for determining the optimal alternative for Starbucks are ease of implementation and impact on their current quality of customer service. The focus on increasing the collection of customer feedback has the highest effect on performance and management evaluations. This will give the organization a more objective rating scheme for their frontline employees. This alternative will also be easily implemented with low costs and minimal effort. All that is required is the customer's email or comment cards and boxes located at each Starbucks location. To avoid negative impacts, such as forcing unwilling customers to participate in the feedback, Starbucks should include incentives for customers to participate. These would include raffles and small prizes such as free drinks or Starbucks points. The implementation of automation in the drink preparation process would be the most difficult to sustain. It also may not be the most flexible, as Starbucks would be required to manually update the technology as it becomes obsolete. The initial implementation would require a lot of changes, such as cutting down the number of employees as well as the installation of new equipment, which can be timely and costly. Baristas at Starbucks currently have a high level of interaction with their customers. By automating the drink-making process, there is a risk of decreasing customer satisfaction, since there is no personal touch added or connection formed between the customers and employees. If Starbucks were to keep their current control systems, the company may be able to keep their costs lower. However, in the long run, it may no longer be a sustainable or flexible plan as the market is constantly changing. It will also have no effect on the improvement on their current performance and management evaluations, as it is one of their weaker management controls. Based on our assessment, it is recommended that Starbucks increases customer feedback through surveys and evaluations. Through this, the company will be able to increase their successful customer service, accurately assess their employees, such as managers and frontline staff, as well as ensure that they remain flexible to the changes of customers' preferences over time. In addition, the feedback rating design will be flexible and can be altered in a way to provide useful information for obtaining a better idea of performance.
The implementation plan would include 3 main stages: hosting a meeting with frontline employees, updating current customer feedback program, and lastly, assessing the changes. First, management should host a meeting with storefront employees since they have first-hand experience with customers and will have a better idea of how customers would prefer to provide their feedback and what type of incentives will work best in each region. This stage should last approximately 3 months. After the collection of data from baristas and other sources, Starbucks would be able to implement the program throughout the next 3 months. Tasks at this stage would include creating the surveys and comment cards and beginning to distribute emails, text messages, etc. Frontline employees should be encouraged to gather feedback from customers regarding their customer feedback program and what changes should be made for improvement in the future. After 6 months or a year from the initial planning stage, management should review the current feedback provided and begin adjusting their products and performance evaluation based on the most popular comments. Management should also use the information provided from rating scales to identify their strong and weak areas, which would require improvements in order for Starbucks to stay competitive and continue providing excellent customer service. Thank you for listening.
Created using Powtoon.